Hello and welcome to Phantom Forces Weapon Spotlight, a series where I give a more subdued and informative look on the weapons of Phantom Forces. In this episode, I'll be taking a look at the AWS. The AWS is a bolt-action sniper rifle unlocked at rank 41, and it is the only integrally suppressed sniper rifle in the entire game. It deals 80 damage up to 50 studs and falls off to 70 damage by 115 studs. It fires at 55 RPM. It has a 1.25 times body multiplier and a 3 times head multiplier. The muzzle velocity is 2,250 studs per second, the slowest out of every bolt action by default, and it finally has a 2 studs penetration depth. And here is the shots to kill table. It has low recoil, but it doesn't really matter since it's a bolt action, and it carries 10 rounds in the magazine with 60 rounds in reserve of .308 Winchester. The reload speed is 2.8 seconds and the empty reload speed is 5.1 seconds. It has an average 12 walk speed and a pretty fast 14.5 aim speed. The AWS is a bit of a strange sniper. Overall, you can use it like any other sniper and stay at a range. That's perfectly fine. It's got a pretty standard 2-shot kill to the body at long range and 1-shot kill to the head at all ranges. But that doesn't really use all of the AWS's features and potential. It's integrally suppressed, meaning that you don't show up on the radar, but that also leads to the muzzle velocity being toned down for logic and balancing reasons, though it's still perfectly manageable. So what does this mean practically? To me, it means that to fully use the AWS, you need to utilize the integral suppressor. To do this, it's a bit weird as a sniper and a little scummy, but you need to flank and set up behind the enemy. Because it's integrally suppressed, you don't show up on the radar, and so as long as you don't bring too much attention to yourself, you can very well just camp inside the enemy's spawn region for extended amounts of time with relatively low risk. If that sounds a little too scummy for you, then aggressively flanking and ambushing also works. The AWS can 1-shot kill to the body under 50 studs. It's definitely much riskier, but it's somewhat viable. It'll most likely turn out to be a mixture of both strategies though. And remember to keep in mind, flanking is a lot of mind games. So use your head and use your ears, and doubly so, since you have a bolt action. It's kinda hard to defend yourself at close range. Now, this is usually the part of the video where I talk about conversions and attachments, but the AWS just doesn't have any of those. Nothing notable in those departments. Aside from the skeleton grip being the obvious choice for your attachments, there's really nothing else. It should all be personal preference, and you can't really go wrong with the attachments here. Which quickly brings us to the end of this episode. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.